fiction, pure fiction endgame mode has reset recently, and I need to do the Divergent Universe for this week. So we'll be clearing those, and if we've got any time left, I am still pre-farming a bit for Phainon's set, his gear, so we might be doing a bit of that as well. But, you might have noticed by now that I am running around with the latest character, Cypher, the cat burglar. I wasn't going to properly pull on her, but when I'm at low pity with no guarantee, I like to chuck maybe like a 10 pull into new characters that I wouldn't mind having, and I was at low pity with no guarantee, and I threw 10 pulls into Cypher's banner, and I got lucky. So, here she is. I have used her a bit. She isn't fully leveled up yet with her traces. I got the major ones, which are, to be honest, as far as I can gather, like 90% of what you need her for, where her own personal damage doesn't. It contributes a bit, but not massively, unless you build her like sub DPS. But I'm sure we will get a chance to use her today, and I'm looking forward to it, so we can check out her build and what she does a bit more. First of all, I will finish with the intro rambling, and let's go. Oh, there's also this Trace and Drift event, which I haven't done yet. I'll need to do that in the next 2 weeks. But for now, we're gonna head over to the pure fiction and see what's going on here. So, in case you don't know, pure fiction is one of the endgame modes. It kind of features waves of enemies that kind of keep spawning. So it usually favors erudition characters and people who can deal a lot of damage against a lot of targets. So erudition is pretty good. Here we have the special mechanic this time round. It's called Ultimate Attack, and it says, after allies use ultimate to attack enemy targets, every enemy target hit additionally accumulates 5 grit value for allies. And the grit effect is like a special buff you can get. Its basic form is Concordant Truce, and it says, after an enemy target is defeated by any unit, all allies gain 1 stack of resound. And then Surging Grit, which is like the leveled up version of the Grit effect. It says, when entering Surging Grit, consume all resound. Each stack of resound deals one instance of a set amount of damage to a random enemy target. During Surging Grit, increase enemy targets' damage taken by 50%. And after they are defeated by any unit, all allies additionally gain one stack of resound. When resound stacks up to 10 or higher, consumes all resound stacks and deals one instance of a set amount of damage to a random enemy target per stack. Okay, sure, so by the sounds of it, it doesn't necessarily favor any kind of character like dot characters or anything, except we'll be wanting to use our ultimate a lot to build up the crit value. So, as with the other endgame modes, we can jump straight to the third level, and we have got in the first half lightning will be a good one, or physical as well would also be very good against everyone. And for the second half we have got quantum would be the best, and then wind would also not be too bad. So let's take a look at the extra buffs as well. We can pick a buff for each half. The first half has the buffs universality. During Surging Grit, all ally speed increases by 40% when all resound is consumed in an attack. Recover one skill point. And Grit mechanics. After allies use skill to attack enemy targets, every enemy target hit additionally accumulates 3 grit value for all allies. Cool. So that sounds like a pretty good all-rounder with skill attacks being favoured there. Paradox is another one. All allies can also reduce toughness when attacking enemies that don't have the corresponding weakness type, with the effect equivalent to 50% of the original toughness reduction value. This can stack with other toughness reduction effects that also ignore weakness type. During Surging Grit, the break damage received by enemy targets increases by 30%. And the Grit mechanics. After allies attack enemy targets, every enemy target that becomes weakness broken additionally accumulates 3 grit value for all allies. Sure, so we have a weakness break buff there. And finally a short one, Divine Score. After consuming resound to deal damage, increases all allies' damage dealt by 60% for one turn. Sure. And the other one. Okay, we have the same choices here. So let's see. Yeah, we'll go for that one. So I'm thinking that Anaxa will be a great choice for this second one. He's kind of a funny pick anyway, right? Because he implants weaknesses so easily, it doesn't really matter. So I could play him on the first round, but I think we'll do Anaxa. I would also like to bring Jade, but Jade is another erudition character, so Anaxa will kind of take a slight backseat as not necessarily a hyper carry. I don't think that's too bad though. It will just mean that we won't see as much damage just from Anaxa, but he's gonna buff everyone. Okay, cool. We'll do Anaxa and Jade. And why don't we bring Cypher along as well? I'm not sure if we can make it through without a sustain. We might be able to. So I'm thinking of maybe bringing the Remembrance Trailblazer here. Yeah, why not? And for the first half, I think we'll do I was thinking of doing Tingyun, but I might bring Argenti along. I think the ultimate attack will benefit him a lot because he'll be able to do his ultimate loads. That's one of the big benefits of Argenti. And we'll bring along Robin, Sunday, and let's think. Maybe Tingyun actually. Maybe Tingyun. Tingyun's energy giving ultimate will be very useful for getting loads and loads of Argenti ults out very quickly. So I think we'll do that, and we're probably going to bring the universality buff as well. Cool. Let's quickly check our characters. I think maybe at least Tingyun might need some gear putting on her, but we'll check. So Argenti, I can't remember if I've used him in a video before. I love Argenti. I think he looks so cool. I actually think he's pretty powerful as well, but he's not super popular. I think his ownership rate is pretty low, so not too many people have him. But I have Argenti. I have his signature light cone as well, which increases his crit damage and his ultimate damage as well. He is at 4,202 attack. He's got 73% crit rate and 146% crit damage. He's slow though. He's got 114 speed, so that's why I want to pair him with Sunday, who will be able to boost him a bit. He's not speed tuned though, so he's not going to be as effective as like Anexa, who is speed tuned to work with Sunday, but he should still do the job. And then otherwise, he just has physical damage boost. He is almost all traced up. He's one of the earlier characters I got actually, and it looks like I haven't given him his extra HP boost or his basic attack, which, to be honest, you shouldn't really be using. Should always really have a skill point to use his skill there. But for relics, I've got him on a 4-piece Scholar Lost in Erudition, which is perfect for him. It boosts his skill and ultimate damage, which is exactly what he's doing all the time. And I've got Inert Salsato. He doesn't do follow-up attack damage, but the 15% boost to his ultimate damage is pretty good. And I've not got any Eidolons for him. We have seen Robin and Sunday a load recently, and I haven't changed their builds, so I won't go through their builds at the moment. Just pointing out that Robin's got loads of attack to work with her ultimate, where she gives everyone, I think an attack buff based on her own attack. Where is it here? Yeah, while in the concerto state, increases all allies' attack by 22.8% of Robin's attack. Plus 200, so loads of attack is perfect on her. And we have Sunday, who has loads of crit damage because he buffs the Beatified based on how much crit damage he's got. Where is it? Is it his ult? Yeah, here we go. Crit damage equal to 30% plus 12%. So we've got him, and he's on his signature light cone with E2. Robin's just got the, this was an event like going a while ago, I think, with no eidolons. Let's check Tingyun. Yep. The relics here are looking dire. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so in terms of relics, I think we would be focusing on speed with some attack as well. Oh yeah, could do with leveling up. But where is it, this one? This is her skill, grants a single ally with benediction to increase their attack by 46%, up to 23% of Tingyun's current attack. So we want her to have some attack so that value isn't capped quite so low. And let's see, this is a pretty good harmony light cone. This one won't be as good because Tingyun's skill doesn't boost, of course. But Dance is also a very, very good light cone. Funnily enough, I don't have it leveled up. It's super imposition 5, but not leveled up. I know it's very, very good though. But I think I will just fully boost this one because I've got it ready to go. Okay, got it ready to go. I think if I were to be using Tingyun a bit more, I might look into getting this leveled up. I don't think I've got the mats right now, but a 24% speed boost, action advance every time she uses her ult is very good. But apart from that, we're going to be looking for attack and speed. I think probably with a focus on speed on the sets. So I'm going to look for a 2-piece and a 2-piece to boost her speed while also giving some attack. So let's see what we've got. That 7 speed is very good there, of course. Misha's not using this. Those 2 points in the off stats are not very nice to see. The flat attack isn't too bad. I think I'm going to level it up. If it lands in speed, I'm going to be happy. Okay, it was another flat attack one. Not exactly what we're looking for. Shall we level this one up? We got speed as an additional substat. Okay. Can we get some more? Okay, defense isn't too good. Let's do another one. Okay, we're not doing any more. See what we get here. Okay, nope. How about this one? Oh, we've got 2 in attack percentage. Let's get some speed. Or 3. Wow, well, I think I'm going to put this one on. It should mean that we don't need to worry quite as much as getting, whoa, hang on. I should have looked further down. 10 speed and 8.2% attack. Yes, please, we'll use that. So we do want another, Cerdos' relived ordeal piece. 2 in effect hit rate is very sad to see. Tingyun does not apply anything to enemies. Oops. How did that roll? I guess that could do for now. 4 speed and 12% attack isn't too bad. So for this one, I think we'll be looking for attack percentage on the main stat. Okay, nothing Let's see if I've got one of those. Speed, speed. No, these are the only speed boots I've got. So I guess we're gonna have to pick one of these. How about let's level this one up a bit and see where it lands. We're looking for attack, if possible, but to be honest, a few defensive stats are not going to be too bad, especially on Tingyun, who has a global taunt. See what we get. Okay, I think that's usable. But we've now got 3 sacerdotes relift ordeal. I don't think I want a 4-piece because, at least right now, because I'm running her with Sunday, who has this set on. So I don't think we're going to be able to stack that twice. I'm going to put that one on, and then, let's see here. We'll be using one of these. How about that? If that's attack, that'll be good. HP, okay, not exactly what we're looking for there. This one. Speed. We'll see what the last stat is. Okay, that's good, that's good. We want probably more speed now. We want more speed now. HP, no. Okay, can we get one speed roll? Okay, saved. So we'll do that, and then I'm going to level this up. And again, I think we're looking for as much speed as possible here. Come on, come on. Okay, not what we're looking for. Oh my goodness, not 2. I'm going to see if this is speed. I'm going to switch. Right now. I probably shouldn't. I'm going to do one more. Effect res. Fine, we'll do another one. Speed, okay. I still don't think this is great for Tingyun, but we got the 4 speed. Let's see where we are. Oh, 175, she is speedy. And we've got the planar ornaments to do as well. So Fleet of the Ageless would be good. We're going to be getting an attack boost for everyone. Energy regen 5% would be nice, but we don't need the speed boost. She's going to be going first anyway. Yeah, why not? We'll do the Fleet of the Ageless. 4 speed with attack is fine, but we will want energy regen. Oh no, okay. The only energy regen rope I have is this 4-star one. Yeah, look at that. So we have the option of either not using this 4-star one or swapping to a different set. Hang on, let me check what my effect res is at. 11.2. If we could get to 30, I think it's 30. This oops, which set am I doing? Broken keel, that's the one. If we could get to 30, then we would get a crit damage boost. So we'll need a bit of effect res on the pieces here. And we'd want energy regen and speed if possible. Okay, that one looks pretty good. Look at that, 6 speed, very nice. And what if we just used that? Where are we there? Oh. 28.5 is not going to cut it. We've kind of min-maxed fixing here though. I don't know if it'll be necessary for this, but it'll be good to get it set up in case I want to use her again. Oh, that's the only energy regen rope I have for that one. So we'd have to look for some effect res somewhere else. Let's see, so this was the Sacerdotes set. And we definitely want speed here. There were some other ones. Okay, let's level this up a bit. We're looking for effect res as the final stat. Flat attack, not what we're looking for, and come on, effect res. Effect hit rate. Also not what we're looking for. We have 3 more chances. These ones do not have as good substats. I guess this one has got some tanky stats. Come on, effect res, effect res, effect res. Crit rate, nope. This one, effect res, please. Attack, nope. And finally, this is the worst piece in terms of the remaining stats for us right now. Attack, oh. What a shame we didn't get the effect res. Unless we can find it somewhere else. We might not have to use, we might have to switch off Broken Keel because it's just not as useful. So we'd want speed and effect res. We've got attack and effect res there. Effect res. Can we get speed? HP, nope, nope, nope. Effect res there, can we get speed? Effect hit rate, nope. Where else, where else? Effect res there. Can we get speed? Oh my goodness, the struggle is crazy. Okay, I think that's all of them that we can roll. So, out of all of them, this one is going to be the best. We lose out on 4 speed though, which is unfortunate but not the end of the world. So 3.4 effect res is enough by itself to cap us, I think. So we're probably looking for this to land in attack. Okay, cool. Sure, I guess I'll take some more effect res. Okay, fine. This is a usable piece. And so we're at, yeah, 36.3. 172 speed, and I'll level this up so that we get the energy regen. Fine. Okay. That was a lot of work to get Tingyun up and running. I like the extra attack from this and other stats, but I don't have the mats right now. Okay, so I just hope that she will work. Should be fine, should be fine. We have an Axe here who, again, we've seen quite a lot recently. He's kind of speed tuned to work with Sunday, but I think Sunday's going to work better with Argenti in that team. So that is actually got 171. Yeah, no, we're going to stick with that. He's got very high crit rate, and his crit damage isn't going to go up in battle because he's going to be like a sub DPS in a way. I've got a signature light going here. Oops. Let's check out Jade. So we have Jade here. She's very slow, and she's actually got the Poet of Morning Collapse. So she's supposed to be slow, but she'll get a 32% crit rate boost, which is very, very good for her. Otherwise, she's got like -9, that's funny. 144.6% crit damage. I think we're going to swap her onto Tingyun's signature light cone because we're not using the Herta here. And we'll get some extra follow-up attack. Yeah, we'll get some extra ultimate damage and follow-up attack damage after her ultimate, which is good, I think. The Remembrance main character, we have speed, crit damage because Mem gives a crit damage boost based on that. Those are the main stats. Some tanky stuff and energy regen as well, so we get his ult up. And I have for him on the victory in a blink light cone, which is good because we'll be boosting damage dealt with that. And finally, the star of the show for now, we have Cypher, who is speedy. She is 174. She actually has a one of her traces says that if she has 170 or more, she gets 50% crit rate, and the tally that goes towards her ultimate damage is boosted by 100%. So 170 is really the minimum you want. So she's quick. She's got some effect hit rate as well, 58.8, because she does apply some debuffs along with the light cone. I've got her on the resolution shines as pearls of sweat light cone here, which reduces defense. So we want to be hitting those debuffs. And in terms of relics, I've got her on a 2-piece messenger traversing hacker space to boost some speed, and because I don't actually need much more speed than what she has at the moment, I've got her on Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters just to kind of boost her personal damage a bit, along with the Firmament Frontline Glamoth planar set to again boost her own personal damage because she's going to be quicker than 160. But otherwise, I think let's get into the fight finally. I appreciate you for sticking around for that rambling build session for Tingyun. I'll definitely put a timestamp in case you wanted to, or in case anyone wanted to skip straight forwards. So let's jump straight into the fight. Okay, so let's see here. Everyone has got out of combat techniques, so that is helpful. Oops, I need to use this quickly now. Oh no, I kind of forgot what Argentis did, and I ran out of time to attack with it, but that's okay. So here we are. Tingyun's ult boosts someone's damage and gives them a chunk of energy. I will use that on Argenti, of course. I actually kind of don't want his ult to cap. In case you haven't seen it. No, I'm gonna use it on Argenti. And use his skill as well. In case you haven't seen it, Argenti's ult has like 2 stages. If you basically fill up the energy bar twice, he does a really big, powerful ult that uses up all of the energy. Otherwise, you can kind of use it in portions, like using up half as much energy. And because we have the crit bonus from using ults, I actually want to use it more frequently for less damage. So I'm going to use it now. After buffing him with Tingyun. Boom. And we'll use it again. He gets a nice chunk of we're taking damage. We're taking damage, won't need to worry so much about the damage. Boom. Big old chunk of damage there. Oh no. Tingyun is low. Okay, we'll do this attack. And then boost with Robin. And then we'll do another Argenti. Oops. We started a new... Okay, no, that's fine. I thought I kind of messed up there because everyone was at the beginning of the turn order, but a couple people snuck in, and we're definitely going to need the boost if we want Tingyun to survive. So we'll do that. And we'll pop another Argenti ult here. Followed by another one. He just gets so much energy from all these ults he keeps throwing out. He also, part of his passive, says that when enemies join the fight, like in the middle of a wave, he gets some extra energy. So he's just constantly topping himself up, which is great to see. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit this middle one and we'll boost. This is unfortunate lineup with Sunday just before Argenti. It's worth doing the skill anyway to make sure that Argenti has the damage boost, but it would be great if Argenti was like further down so we got some more value from that. So we use Argenti's ult here, hoping we get another couple. There we go. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh no, okay, we're gonna break their weakness. Hopefully they don't get to hit Tingyun. Okay. Okay, no, she's down, there's no way. Oh. I actually don't know if we lose out on points for losing people. I don't think so. So we've kind of gone for a glass cannon. Just Sunday left. What are you gonna do? I guess we'll punch that one. 32,760 is above half, I'm pretty sure. So we will have done that side. It could have gone better, but just consider it a glass cannon build. I think if I wanted to do the first half again, I would probably replace maybe Robin, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'd replace Robin for a sustain. We're gonna do this one though. I think we do get a bonus for attacking. Attacking while in Cypher's technique state. Otherwise, when you use it and you run around enemies in the overworld, you like steal bits from them. Like items, you steal items. Otherwise we'll just use everyone else's. And then we'll enter with Cypher here. Okay, I'm hoping we can power through another half without a sustain. I don't have Castris, so we only have one shot. So Cypher. I really like Cypher. Just for being in the fight, she increases the damage received by enemies by 40%, which is crazy. Otherwise, her kind of main draw is this tally counter you'll see down here, where I think we'll just punch this guy, where she will keep a tally of the damage done by everyone, especially to the person with this coin above their head, which is her patron state. And when you use her ult. When you use her ult. Oops, I think I should have waited to use an axis until he got buffed by Mem. That's okay. When you use Cypher's ult, it will deal a portion of the damage tallied as true damage. No, I'm gonna be bringing Anaxa up. I think. So you can save up loads and loads of damage as the tally, and then chuck it on a big enemy and just do so much damage in one huge hit. Hopefully we get a good chance to see it here. But for now we're just clearing up these smaller waves. We are doing a better job of it than with the first. Let's see. We'll just do a basic attack here. We're doing a better job of it than with the first half. We haven't taken quite as much damage. I want to save up more damage than that. Maybe use this on the third wave. Pop that. I think we'll try and save it up to use it on the third wave. Anaxa and Jade work so well together. With the number of times that Anaxa attacks everyone, Jade just gets so many stacks. So that's always good to see. Let's see. Her skill doesn't do. It doesn't do too much by itself. I'm pretty sure you can just use it to move this patron state to someone else. Otherwise you do some blast damage and you put her attack down on someone. And I'm almost certain this guy already has it. Is it this one? Anyway, I think I'll rather build up another skill point. And we'll pop that. Boom. Boom. Jade should be able to clear up here. Oh, perfect. Even better. I've not fought this guy yet, so I don't know what this means. We'll do this though. I wonder how long we should keep the tally going with Cypher. It would be nice to get like a one shot, but I'm not sure quite how to get a good feeling of how much damage it's gonna do. It of course depends on how much health they have. I think we'll do that this time. Cypher gets a go here. Jade's gonna do a basic attack. I think we're good to do a skill. And then we'll do that. I guess it's worth saving up until we're running out of time, or if Cypher's gonna go down. This guy in the middle is not getting a go though. Follow up with an ult. So we're actually already at 3 stars. The rest of this is just overkill. We'll try and finish it up soon. I think this would give us a boost, and we'll bring Anaxa back up. Yeah, there we go. It really wants to bring Jade up for some reason. I think Anaxa's a better choice for sure. I think we'll get this guy to like half HP and then we'll use Cypher's ult and see how much damage it does. Oh. Okay. Suddenly he's only at a third. We'll see what this does. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. I guess the dream was that it was gonna like one-shot him, chunk a third of his HP. I think it did like a fifth, which is still pretty good though. Just see if we can finish this guy off before everyone goes down. Do that. Oh no, get to go. Ouch, took down the Trailblazer. See if we can clear him up with the Nexa and Jade going a couple times in a row. Oh yeah, that should be easy. Boom. Oh, 1% he's holding on, but should be able to finish him off. Oh no. As long as the Nexa gets a go. Okay. A close one, but managed to take him down, and we do indeed have all of the points we need for 3 stars, so that's all good. Shall we see what the 4th floor is all about? I think we might need to take, I think we'll definitely need to take some sustain here. Let's see. So the first one is against Argenti. Funnily enough, Argenti is a good choice as well. But I think the Herta is also a very good choice. So I think we'll take the Herta. And the second phase is against the True Sting. They're weak to imaginary. Rapper would be very good if you had a... I think maybe we could try Mighty, although he's quite slow. So I'd be wanting to bring a Sunday in the second team. Let's spin that, we'll go again. We'd be wanting to bring Sunday in the second team. Why don't we try Jade as well, because the Quantum is going to work well here. We'll bring Mighty, who is here. He is starred, so he's up at the top of the list. We'll bring Sunday, and we'll bring a Sustain. Luocha works really well here, I think. So we'll go with that, and we'll take the skill damage one. Another reason why I think Mighty would work really well here is because I've got him at E1, which makes his super powered skill hit all targets, so that'll be good. And then up here, why don't we do the Herta and Anaxa? I've actually not used Anaxa as a sub DPS for the Herta yet, so this will be exciting. Let's see. Who else would be good here? We're definitely going to want a decent sustain. So maybe a Lingsha. Aventurine could be a good option as well. Although we won't have the follow-ups to work with it. I did recently boost his shielding capabilities, so I think we'll do that. And we are going to want to boost the Herta as well, so I'm thinking Remembrance main character and Aventurine. And we'll do the skill one. Sure. We'll see how this goes. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot to switch the Hertas, like going back out. I'm gonna put Tingyuns on the Herta, and Jade can use the 4-star one here. Other than that, I think we're good to go. So let's jump in and see how it goes. Okay. So out some of his gear. He was kind of lackluster for a while. But I think that's just because I didn't have him built as well as he could have done. I was just finding that his shields were quite weak. Yeah, we'll just do that. Boom. Pow. We're not going to have a skill point for Anaxa. Oh, we do because of the Surge and Crit, which is very nice. We'll do this and then follow up with an ult. The Herta is out of shield, which is not great to see. But that is mainly because of... how much shield did she get? 543, is that right? Is that all we get? I don't know. I think after all of that work I did to swap up his gear into the better shielding ones, I was expecting more than 543. We do get another one though with his ult. So I'm going to use that on this trash can. That trash can. Boom. And what? Cool. Oh, look at that. That's a bigger shield. I guess that's one of the downsides of using the Herta with Aventurine, because she kind of boosts herself up so much, along with the Remembrance Trailblazer. Her shield just runs out of duration, so I might need to think about that more next time. Okay, we'll follow up with an ult just to bring the Herta back up. Oh, not needed. And pop one of these. She does get a very nice damage boost from having Anaxa in the team, of course. I think I am going to use Aventurine's skill. Everyone does have a pretty big shield, but I'm concerned about the Herta's running out of duration, so I'm just going to refresh that. We're just doing it there. Okay, cool, we're all well protected. And Anaxa is up next, so we're going to use his ult. And then the Trailblazers. Just to make sure that we're doing ice toughness damage to everyone. And then we'll use a skill. Anaxa, of course, is also very, very good with Herta because he attacks so much. Attacks her, which gives the Herta loads of energy to work with. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we'll boost her back up and use her skill again. The Ascended has loads of health. Just do it there. Look, the Herta's out of shield again. Yikes, that's awkward. Hopefully we can get Aventurine's ult back up before she needs to worry about shielding much. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, cool, his ult is up. I'm gonna bring the Herta up. Wait for her next turn. Obviously, the turn limit on the shields is an issue, so I'm gonna try and min-max that. Boom, and then we'll do that. Oh, okay, cool, finish him off. So now we're up against Argenti. We want to try as much as we can to get, of course, to defeat him, but also to get more than 3,000 points, because that's halfway. Let's see, a skill here. We'll do a skill here. We'll get a couple from Trailblazer and Aventurine. I think we won't use Aventurine's skill here. It will mean we have a skill point for Alexa and for the Yoda. Although I think I'm actually just gonna basic attack with Alexa. Or else we won't have enough skill points to do a skill, and then an ult, and then another skill. Then another skill here. He did not take much damage at all. We broke his weakness though. Mem is close to boosting everyone up, or just the Herta, so I'm gonna do a basic attack. Then we should boost the Herta up after this. Yeah. Cool. We'll do that again. Let's see. Yeah, I think a skill will do here. Hopefully we get enough for an ult. Cool. Perfect. And the Herta gets a go as well. How much health does this Argenti have? Does it tell me if I look? Does not. This guy must have like billions. We'll do this. He does of course take some damage from his own shields breaking. We're almost at the 3000. This is the last cycle here. It's not impossible to still get all of the stars if we don't hit 3000. But it's more difficult because we need to get then more than 3000 on the second half. And we just want to try and like minimize the amount of work we have to do. Pop that. Oh, we're running out of time here. We should get another couple goes with the Herta at least. Oh, look at that energy. Okay. Argenti played himself by giving everyone their ults back. Pop that there. I wonder whether it's actually more worth it for us to try and focus on taking down these shields. I'm not sure. We're almost at 3000. Okay, we made it past 3000, so that is good news for us. Only just though. So we're gonna need to get around about 30,000 rather. I've been saying 3000 this whole time. We're going to need to get around about 30,000 on this half as well to get all of the stars. So, we'll start off with everyone's techniques. And we use jades and mighties. Okay. So, mighty is actually speed tuned just enough to work with Sunday. Jade's skill gives a little bit of extra speed. So, that shouldn't be too much of an issue for us. We'll see Mighty come back up with his Vengeance mode. Get that guy. And then Sunday will boost him back up. Perfect. We'll wait for him to use his ult. Oh, of course. It doesn't get used automatically. Then we use Sunday. Okay, cool. And every time we get the empowered version at 150 points down here, we should do a really, really good chunk of damage to everyone. Is it gonna be... oh. Mighty is more likely to get hit because he's destruction. So it's unfortunate when they target anyone else. But we're doing pretty good with health, keeping everyone topped up. The follow-ups and things from Jade work really well with Lorcha to keep everyone topped up there. The Abyss Flower field has gone down, so we're going to look to top that back up when we can. And bring Mighty up. Up, up, up. Okay, cool. We're in the second phase here. We've got 3 cycles left, so we're doing pretty good in terms of speed. Oh, here we go. Okay, that was a really good chunk of damage. And we're a very skill point friendly team. Jade pretty much doesn't use any once every couple of turns. Sunday uses one every turn, of course, so we can be pretty comfortably using Lorchas. I'm gonna pop his ult there just to make sure everyone gets healed up. Of course, with Lorch's field, we keep regenning health for everyone as long as someone's attacking. So it does just mean that if they get a couple of goes in a row, then we need to get everyone healed up after that. Big ult there. I'm a bit worried we're not going to hit the 60,000 we need. That's okay. That's okay. We're at 3 stars. So we're going to have to take down this griffin and then do a decent chunk of damage to the next boss to stand a chance. Just heal Mighty up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think we're going to try this again. At least not right now. So we'll take what we can get. Okay, we need to reapply Jade's skill here. I wonder if maybe we'll do another heal. I wonder if maybe bringing Mighty along with like 2 people to boost his speed would be better. Okay, so we're on to the final phase. We need to try and do as much damage against this true sting as possible. But yeah, I wonder if maybe bringing like Mighty along with Sunday and Bronya and then Lorcha would be better. It could be worth a try. We're getting pretty close though, so everything might still be fine. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we get a Jade ult and a follow-up here, which is nice. I'm not sure how many goes Mighty's gonna get. I think a couple actually. We get the super empowered one. And then it's his go now. And then he's gonna get boosted again. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, I think we might have it. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. But I think we might have it. watching that. Perfect. I was watching the counter with bated breath. We did manage to just pip the 60,000. I mean, I say that. We get a load more goes. Yeah, okay. It wasn't as close as I was thinking it was. Get a couple more goes with Mighty here. Sunday's just eked in ahead of the end. So we'll boost him up. Why not? All of this is kind of overkill because we have full points. We have full stars rather. But there we go. Okay, that one was nerve-wracking. I didn't think we were going to make it, but we have. We have got all of those. Great, great, great. Now, that took a decent amount longer than I was expecting it to. Quite a lot of it was taken up with me rambling about my Tingyun build, where I used her once. She died very quickly, and then I didn't use her again. I'm glad I overbuilt though, just in case I want to use her again in the future. So we are gonna have to rapidly move through the Divergent Universe. It is quite late on Sunday as I'm recording this, so the Divergent Universe runs out in just a couple of hours. I will not have a chance to do it next, like tomorrow or anything. It resets today, so if I don't do it today, I'll lose out on the bonuses. So why don't we we'll bring Cypher because we'd like to see some more, and I'm going to bring Aventurine. I think Aventurine works decently well with Cypher, slightly more so than with other supports, because she does a follow-up attack every turn, which helps stack Aventurine's passive. But yeah, we're gonna have to try and get through this relatively quickly. It is pretty late on Sunday, and I am looking forward to going to bed. When entering battle, receives a random boundary equations effect. Like just once. Sure, I think we'll go for green fingers. Yeah, it is pretty late. I need to be getting to bed because I have work in the morning, and the pure fiction took longer than I was expecting. So I usually like to read through all of this, but I have done a lot of talking already. So I think we're going to steal some stuff from these guys. I think we're going to go relatively quickly, probably not reading through all of the text, as I would normally do. Just try and get through it and get the rewards. So I'm just going to pick up everything. I think I've mentioned it a couple of times before, but once you get some decently built characters, the Divergent Universe at the minimum difficulty is not really difficult. It also means that it's not like sure, we'll grab this. It's got the book, so it means it adds to our collection. And it deals damage. Okay, sure. So we just instantly defeat the person with the highest health. That's good for us. And we'll get rid of. Oh yeah, I guess this one. Yeah, it also means that the Divergent Universe isn't like a great showcase of how much damage someone can deal, because just the way that all the blessings and stuff work just means that pretty much everyone does huge damage. Although, once you get to the higher difficulties, it does get very, very tricky. Everyone gets a lot of help, all of the enemies, and they start doing loads of damage to you. Okay. Well, we have 0% lose probability, so we'll just grab that. Oh, do we get to keep going? Yeah, we'll grab that. Let's do this one. 70% chance to win. Oh no, I'd rather keep my curios just in case. Cool, and we'll leave it at that. Reward is always good, so we'll grab that. Dana curio. Let's get that one. And we're going to discard one. We'll get rid of this one. Punklordian balance. Let me just try and charge up some of my techniques. Wow. Used a 4 in a row there and got the first level every time. And we'll just click through this. One equation, a negative. Discard 5 random. Curios. I think we'll get the cosmic fragments here. 10 to 200%. Yeah, we'll do this. So we're looking for more than 500. Wow, we got pretty lucky. 740. Not bad, not bad. We'll jump in against the boss here. I've not been paying too much attention to the blessings that we've got. We don't really do follow-ups. Cypher has one and Aventurine, of course, but an access to main DPS. Sure, we'll take the ultimate one. And attack. Yep. Let's go for this one. And one of these. We'll go for this one. Why not? And we'll jump in against this guy. Yeah, I've not been paying too much attention to the blessings and things we're getting, but it shouldn't really be too difficult otherwise. We have plenty of skill points, so I'm happy to start with this. And then we'll do this as well. With a skill to finish him off. Perfect. Yeah, I guess we're pretty close to. We just need 5 more erudition blessings for this theater puppet maker one. So we'll grab that. This one's new, so we'll get that one. And this one counts towards our blessing, our equation, so we'll get that. Oh my gosh, look at this. After a quantum character uses their skill, a random wind character receives 1 stack of forced copying. Damage dealt. Up to skill damage dealt by character. It's kind of perfect. It works perfectly with Anaxa and Cypher. What luck. We have loads of cosmic fragments, so I think we'll look to buy a couple relics and blessings. I want to give it 45, fix 1 random. Let's go for this one. Extra damage during fights, and we'll see what it has for sale. Okay, a couple of good ones. We'll get that one. Great, 3 blessings is perfect. An extra weighted curio is going to be good for us. So that's a shield when, I guess Sunday uses his skill. No, yeah, we'll get that one. Silent song, sure. Anything else? Anything else? Sure. We'll get this one. No, you know what? I honestly think it will be quicker for us if we don't. The auto battle is going to use everyone's ult right at the beginning. And we just won't need it. So I'm not going to get that one. I'm going to grab a couple of these erudition ones. I don't really care what they are. But they have given us our equation, and we'll grab that for another equation. Cool, cool. A reward domain is great to see. Sure, we'll grab this absolute self-destruction paste. Give us some blessings for equations and get rid of ones that we don't need. And we'll discard it as well. Perfect. A bit of gambling here. I think we'll only have cosmic fragments to do it twice. What do we get? Sure. Yeah, and we're out after this. Come on, win big, win big. Sure, that's a pretty good one. And we have a couple of events here. We'll try and roll. Yeah, let's go, let's go. It just boosts his defense when you start, which means his shields are bigger. I'm gonna grab this one. Extra blessings. Cool. And what's going on here? Just gonna click through. Oh, I don't really want the absolute failure prescriptions. They're pretty bad. Sure, we'll grab that. Although, I think if I were paying more attention, it probably wouldn't be a big issue. Because we grab that one. We have this this thing that happens every time we start. Every time we enter a new domain where we get to discard a selection. So it might not be too bad of an issue to have the negative curios. Yeah, we'll increase 40. Great, and we'll get some blessings. We'll get that one because it's nice and shiny and orange. And the same reasoning applies here. Sure, extra heat's going to be good for the workbench. We'll jump in for an occurrence. Cool, this one's new, so we'll grab that. And we'll get rid of this one, Oh, very nice. A bountiful one. This one's kind of fun, quiz with no prize. You can battle Herta and store domains. I think we'll do that. I don't think we'll have too much of an issue against Herta. We'll take the curios, I think. Parchment that always eats is a nice one. 30% damage right at the beginning. And this one's new, so we'll grab that too. Okay. What's going on here? We're just gonna pat its head. Sure. Some cosmic fragments, why not? And we're up against the boss of the second plane. What do we get? Well, oops. Allied. Sure, we'll get this middle one, I think. It's gonna boost our damage. What's this? Benediction shot, trickery, path of Revelation. So we do follow up attacks, but they're not super important to us. So I think we're going to leave that. Speed is the name of the game here. We want to get through this Divergent Universe as quickly as humanly possible, so that I can get to bed. I'm already pretty happy with the length of the video, and I'm confident you'll be able to relax and sleep by this point. So I'm just practicing a bit of self-care and trying to get through this so I can go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. This guy's taken a lot of damage already. Alexa should be able to finish him off. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This one's already expanded, so we'll grab that. This one's gonna be good. 50% attack increase. Perfect. Although we don't have any physical damage. Physical characters, this is new, so we'll grab that. And we are gonna head to the store so we can fight her. We'll pop some of these. Not really needed. Okay, cool. And one of our options will be to participate in the special test, where we can fight her. This test isn't going to be easy. I disagree. I actually think it's going to be pretty easy. There we go. And we get some curios here, which is nice. Cool. And I guess we'll see what Screwlim has. Pick up any that we've actually expanded everything. Anything else? 60% sure. Crit rate for the ultimate. Yeah. We'll grab a couple of these. Yeah, this one will be good for us as well, I think. Okay, cool. A wild domain. And then we are almost in the final stretch. Whoa, what's this? We got loads of cool curios. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. Come on, give us a special prize. Come on. Oh, a super big one. Okay, that's not too helpful. I'm gonna try not to destroy anything. It's gonna slow us down if we do, and we lose that. Oh, perfect. Oh, that was tempting, but I'm not gonna break those. Let's just see what we could do here. Cool, that's good for us. Sure, we'll do that one. We'll do this one. How much more? 2 more. Cool. We'll do that one. I am pretty confident this final boss is not going to pose us much of a challenge. I want to see if I can get any new ones. Cool. Just to build up the collection. I really don't mind what it is. Yeah. I'm pretty confident that we are not going to have much trouble against this guy. So, I won't bother. We'll do that. I won't bother paying too much attention to blessings and stuff. Oops, I didn't press an exit quick enough. should have waited until after all these extra guys got summoned before using an Nexus ult, but shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, there we go. Boom, boom. And we have one more here. I think we'll do a Nexus ult. Oh, I was gonna finish off with Cypher's ult, but okay. We have 1,027 coins saved up. How much damage does that translate to? Okay, yeah. A very decent, very decent amount. Boom, boom. Oh, and another ult. We had the brain in the jar saved up to finish him off. Perfect. Perfect. Great. Well, that means I can now leave the Divergent Universe. I think I will save this file. It was pretty decent, although a bit careless. I didn't curate the curios and things and blessings too much. So we're gonna pick up all of our rewards. Let me grab these weekly bits. I'm gonna hand in these branches, although I'm gonna skip the story for now. There we go. We have another one to hand in. And skip the story. And then we'll check the stable computing array. And finally pick up our synchronicity. Oh, we have the Stephen one icon. I think this one's funny. The flavor text is censored my face for no particular reason, as long as you can't see me, I guess. But it's very obvious it's Stephen because of the cute yellow duck on top. And cool. With that, we have finished up all of the time I have for my various Honkai tasks today. I was hoping that we would have some time to farm some more pieces for Phainon, who I think is the next banner. So in 2 weeks, we will convert my passes, my stellar jade into passes, just to see where we're at. 42. Not too bad. Yeah, we're about out of time. I spent way longer than I was expecting rambling in the pure fiction while I was building and checking everyone's builds, but I still hope that you really enjoyed it. Maybe found it interesting,